Hey guys, real quick before we get into the episode, don't forget to
like us on Facebook at facebook.com/HellaAverageGaming. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/HellaAverageGaming, average spelled AVG. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Follow us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/HellaAverageGaming. Listen to us on Stitcher, check us out on iTunes, and make sure to listen to us on Google Play.
And with all that said and done, let's get to it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to episode 108 of the Hella Average Games Cast. Another week is coming on, and I've got Carmin and Jeremy both on the mics this week. What's happening, fellas?
I'm burning up. Hot.
I'm so hot. Why are you so hot over there, Jeremy?
I feel for you, dog.
Apparently I live on the surface of the sun.
Aren't you glad that they invented air conditioning?
I am. I just wish mine worked.
Yeah, until it breaks.
I haven't had AC since Friday.
That sucks.
No, Thursday. Thursday, actually, because it broke Thursday night.
Man, you're better than I am. I would be laying in an ice bath right now.
Dude, like, I was at work yesterday, and it was the first time in a long time I've been happy to go to work.
I gotta get out of here.
Jeremy was like, I'll work in the freezer today. Don't worry.
It felt so good in that fucking freezer.
Thank God for this.
Ugh.
I'm so hot. But we're not here to talk about Jeremy's sweat glands as much as you want to hear about it. I apologize, world.
I know there's some sick fuck out there who wants to hear about that.
We are here to talk about video games like every week. No surprise here. And I'm sure, almost positive that some of us have played some video games this week. I'm sure that some of us haven't. Carmen. But anyway,
You got me.
I'm outing you already. But we'll wait to hear from Carmen, and Jeremy can start us off this week. What's up, buddy? What'd you play?
Oh, dude, I've been crushing some games this week.
All right, what you got?
Yeah, well, first made a lot of progression in Sekiro.
Okay.
Got to Lady Butterfly on the Hirata estate. Didn't beat her yet. I did finish the Ashina Outskirts. I beat that fucking hill giant, or chain giant. I beat the boss of the Ashina Outskirts, which is a horseback samurai. Dude was pissing me off, though. It took me about 6 or 7 tries. It took me a first few rounds to like get his pattern down, and then like I died 3 or 4 times because the camera kept fucking me over. Like,
I hate that. I absolutely hate that.
Like he would get too close, and then when he would run off, the camera would freak out and like untarget him, and then I would have to try and relocate him. By that time, he's on my ass. He's got a pike up my fucking dick, and I'm just like, damn. Oh, but man, it felt so. When I finally did, I like jumped up. I was like, yeah, fuck you. Fucking put that sword in his neck and twist. And I was like, oh, it felt so good.
That's one of the best feelings about this game is when you finally beat a boss and you get hype as fuck.
It's just fucking cathartic. It's so good. I got me a few new ninja weapons. I got the Miss Raven Feather, which it's cool, lets you teleport behind your opponent. I just got the loaded spear, which you use it like on armored opponents to like crack their armor and make them more susceptible to damage.
Nice.
Which is pretty sweet. Got the firecrackers, which is kind of essential to beating that horseback boss and any beast enemy, as it scares the shit out of them. Let's see, I'm in the Ashina castle now, and the spot I'm in, I found another mini boss who basically is like this big armored dude with it's kind of like a spear. It's as long as a spear, but has like a fucking like broadsword on the end. And I just trying to get his pattern down, and he's just ridiculously hard. Like I can get that stealth kill the first time, but then he when he stabs, I can do that Hakiri counter?
The Makiri counter.
Makiri counter, but after that, he like will sometimes like swipe at you or like hit you with just a big overhead swipe, and it just fucking wrecks you. So I can't even get his posture gauge even halfway down. Like he hits me once, and I block it, and I'm almost out of posture.
Dang.
So, yeah. So
what's this guy's name? Do you remember?
Something of the 7 spears. It's hard to remember all these Japanese names.
Okay.
But he's a spear fighter, and the only truly thing that annoys me is that he is right near a Buddha statue, but there's a lot of enemies in that area you have to clear out first before you want to challenge them, including like 2 giants. Or those big dudes with the hammers?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and you got like 3 gun guys, a couple spear users, a couple, samurai. I got to clear out about 10 people before I can challenge him. So when I die, it's annoying. I have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
But, other than that, I got another skill guide. I got one after beating that general on horseback. There was like a little side mission I could do real quick, and this Tengu gave it to me, and it teaches me sword styles, and it looks pretty fucking sweet. I got like the first one, which is it's like a combat art where you do like an overhead slash, and then the next power up it makes it so that when you deflect a blade, you do more posture damage. So I'm
nice.
definitely gonna
you definitely need that.
Yeah, latent skill. So I'm definitely gonna work for that. I found another side mission. Like, have you gotten any carp scales yet, Cam?
Any of the golden carp or magic carp or whatever?
Yeah.
I got one in Harada.
Yeah, I have 4 now, and I found the guy who buys them. He's like this little dude who like lives in a pot. You just see his hand, and he sells. The only 2 things I'm interested in is he sells another skill text, and he also sells like, I'm guessing, this key item, which is half of a mask. But you need about 5 for that skill text, and then 7 for the mask. So I'm gonna have to get 12. I was able to get 4 so far. I don't know. I'm sure you'll find more as the game goes on.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it might be something that I would do is I would just go back and look at a guide and get them all at the end or something like that.
Yeah, but still loving this game. Like, it's still like a 9 out of 10 for me. Like, just fantastic. Truly the first time I truly got frustrated was that horseback samurai fight. That just really was getting on my fucking last nerve. But mostly just because of camera issues. But not to be outdone with Sekiro, I got me a new game.
Oh, no, new game.
Yeah. More samurai goodness. I got Samurai Showdown.
Nice.
And it's fucking sweet. Like, I was a little hesitant to get it first, and I really got it because we're probably going to play it on the show. But as I play it, I really, really like the battle mechanics in this. It's got Street Fighter-esque fighting elements where, you do Hadoukens and shit. But the majority of it is just sword fighting, and it's not fast-paced. It really is. You gotta watch your opponent and counter and attack at just the right time. Like, if you hit with a heavy slash, you take away like probably a quarter to a third of their life bar. You can really end those battles quick. I've won some battles in less than 10 seconds.
When you told me you got it, I went and looked at YouTube and just watched some gameplay of it, and I could definitely see what you're talking. It's a little bit slower pace.
Mm-hmm.
You really gotta. It looks like you kinda gotta really think about what you're gonna do. Put some thought into it.
It's like I knew something was up because like I was going through the story mode, and every single fight, when it starts, both me and my opponent, we back away from each other. Like, even the computer knows, like, you don't go and swing because you're gonna die. You gotta like watch. You gotta counter. Like, I really like study like how far certain characters can reach if they're within range. I really like it. The graphics are sweet. It's constant 60 FPS. I love the music. I absolutely adore the bad English announcer.
English.
It's so awesome. Like, you just pick mode. It's just like, it's training dojo. He sounds like George Takei, but without all the like over enunciation.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so good. I was like messing around with the characters, and I like almost all of the characters in the game. Like, I think I have a main, but I can honestly pick any of these characters and be fine with them because they all play very well. So that's something else too. And I also got another new game.
What?
Another
one?
Yeah, I've just been on a spending streak.
Shit.
Got some Crash Team Racing.
Fuck.
Yes. Yeah, fuck was exactly what I said after I lost my first 3 or 4 races.
Jeremy.
Oof.
We are not surprised, buddy.
Oh, dude. This is way harder than fucking Mario Kart. Like, medium on this is probably 200cc on Mario Kart. So I can only imagine what expert mode is like. I mean, like, it is, you can easily go from first place to 8th place if you get hit by any item or bump into anything in medium mode. Like, if you don't play the race perfectly and you don't have memorization of the track, you're not going to come in first place, and you have to come in first in order to advance. Like I said, my first 2 races, I came in 3rd, 4th place. It took me 5 or 6 tries just to get to 1st place.
So they don't just hand you these wins.
No, you really gotta get that boosting down. You gotta know how to use items, when to use items. You gotta look for shortcuts. Like, the most annoying thing, I think, is just the items in this drive me nuts, because the missiles, there's no green shells. Everything's a red shell. Like, you launch something, it's locked onto you.
Nice.
I mean, I was literally, like, in 1st place, got hit with a missile, got bumped down to 4th, got hit with another missile before I can recover. I was bumped down to 6th, got hit with a 3rd missile, and I was, like, far behind 8th place.
God.
Took the
That's
rest
just bad
of the
luck.
Oh, dude, it took the rest of the race just to get to 3rd. The next match, and I swear, every time we started, I get into 1st place right away, and I get hit with, like, 3 missiles right off the bat. Had me rage quit once. I was like, fuck.
So your early impressions, though, overall, like, what do you give it? How many bags of dicks are we looking at?
Oh, I give it 8. I really
good.
like
okay,
it.
Good,
yeah,
good.
I really like it. It's just one I'm going to have to really learn. I'm starting to get the boost system down more. Because when I was first doing it, I didn't understand drifting. Because I was doing it like in Mario Kart, where you hold down that R1 button and you drift. And I thought maybe like you had to release it when the gauge filled. But you're supposed to hold like R1 to drift and then press L1 when the gauge is almost full to get a boost. And then you have to you can do it up to 3 times. If you do it perfectly 3 times, you get like a huge boost and shoot forward.
Okay. Very cool mechanic.
Yeah, because I've never played the original. And apparently like everyone who played the original said that this plays just like it and is even better.
Yeah, I never played the original either, except for I know my buddy had it, and I played it maybe once or twice at his house growing up.
Yeah, I was watching a couple reviewers who are huge Crash fans, and they said that this is superior in every way. So the only issue they had were just like a couple of like bugs or glitches. Like he was showing some footage where he was doing a race, and he like did a jump, and he just like kind of nicked a wall on the way down, and the game registered him as stuck and took him back to the previous jump.
Oh,
and he did it again, and he just again barely nicked it on a different spot, and it still did the same thing. Said they just enraged him. Other than that, he was like, "Oh, this is just like it's like his favorite kart racer of all time now."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good old Katikris.
Oh yeah, I know Katikris.
He's awesome.
So, out of all the new games, the 2 new games, is Samurai Showdown probably your favorite, then Crash Team Racing?
I would say yeah. At least until I get the basics of Crash Team Racing now. Although I am eager to see you guys try medium mode and see how you do.
We will try all the modes, Jeremy.
Yes. I mean, you won't come in first, but you'll probably come in higher than I did.
Well, if you're not first, you're last. We all know that.
That's how it is in this game. If you're not first, it don't matter. Turn it off.
So anything else, or was that your entire gaming gambit? Did you have another new game to pull out your ass that you bought?
Not yet. There's something in the works, but not yet.
Oh, God, something in the works. We'll be anxious to hear that then.
We'll hear it next week.
Okay, next week we'll hear a new game coming from Jeremy. Carmin, what you got, buddy? What'd you play this week?
I was on vacation most of the week at a lake house, so I was doing a lot of family time, and I brought my PlayStation, but I only turned it on maybe once, and I was trying to update Rocket League, and it was like a gig update, and it said I had like 60 hours to go, so I was like, I'll run around Sekiro a bit. So I just leveled up a bit, or, whatever they call it in the game, and then I just turned it off. I played maybe for like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then I've been playing a good bit of auto chess.
Nice.
And that game's still hooking me, and they just had an update where they added a new class, which really is... it has like obscure synergies where like it only wants it to be your sole synergy, and then you have to like figure out a way around it. So I got wrecked my first game with, I got 8th. Then I played another game where I did a different build. I think I went like Mech Goblin in the second game and did pretty well, got like 3rd. And then I went back to the new Divinity class and actually got me a dub. So
nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was like a night that I couldn't sleep one night, so I was up all night playing games on my phone. I'm still grinding away on the old Tap Titan machine, and I'm settling back in at home, and my PlayStation is hooked up, so I plan on playing it tonight.
Very nice.
Maybe get some Division grinding in if my boys get on.
Yeah, I'll be getting on. I got a lot of Division grinding in while you were gone. Played some Sekiro. Let's start with that. Jeremy, I did beat Lady Butterfly.
Woo, you hot man.
It's the first time that I got frustrated with the game. And I was getting frustrated because I could get her first phase down almost consistently with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
and I would get her dead, and I would have 3 health potions left and still just fuck up. It was me just messing up, right? I was dodging the wrong way, or something was happening. It wasn't, blocking in time.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when she would summon her little mist monsters, I'd run into a fucking pillar and get ate up by some shurikens.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, on the run that I beat her, I got hit 1 time the entire fight. It was a god run.
Ah, I love that.
So I had to save it. I was like, I'll never run something this well. So I saved that fight. But yeah, I finally beat her, and it was just like fucking jumping up, like hype as fuck. Like, fuck yeah, I beat this bitch.
Yeah, I got your text the next morning when I woke up. It was like 11:30 at night you texted me.
Yeah, it was like, well, yeah, it was almost 11 o'clock when I beat her. I was like, I fucking beat that bitch. So, I'm done with Harada, I guess. I don't know if you got to go back later or not, but for the most part, I'm done. I got Miss Raven as well, the Miss Raven Feather, and I don't have fireworks yet, but I know where to go get them, so I'm gonna go grab them. And I beat the the chained ogre, so now my next boss, I'm guessing, is the horseback guy. I'm right there by the horseback guy.
Did you encounter the giant snake?
No, but I'm at the part where like you're running through the canyon and he'll come out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's
I know where it happens at. I just haven't. Like I can get there probably in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's my favorite spot or favorite part of the game I've encountered so far.
That's cool. Yeah,
like literally when I got to that part, I was traversing through the canyon, like just slinging from tree to tree, and then like occasionally the screen would shake. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Is an avalanche coming?" And it would stop. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's weird." And I just like slung to the next one. It would happen again. I was like, there it is again. I panned the camera around. There's a giant fucking Godzilla-sized snake looking at me.
Yep.
I literally froze. I was like, oh, shit. And then just, boom, he just like bit me and sent me flying. I was like, yep, I'm dead.
Well, that's why you can't freeze, Jeremy. You can't have that kind of performance anxiety. You just got to go, okay?
Well, it's just like, you don't expect to see that. You look up and you're like, what the fuck?
It is a big fucking snake.
Oh, it was. But man, when you figure out like how what to do and get around it, it's really cool. I love it. I'm like, I won't spoil it for you.
Okay, don't spoil it.
No.
But yeah, so I'm doing that. This game, is really good. I kind of gave up. I think I grind. After we talked last week, I did some grinding. But it's like you said, it did start slowing down a lot more.
Yeah.
So I grinded, got all the stuff I wanted in the first tree, like the Shinobi Arts, I think it is. Got some things I wanted in the second one, and that's when I just started to decide I'm going to play the game and get through it some more.
Yep, that's what I did too.
But
just gotta go.
Yeah, and I'm loving the game. Still really fun. Got me hooked. Like I want to play. I feel like I want to play a little bit every day. But digging that. Played some more Sonic Mania.
Nice.
Just kind of fucking around with that. I may or may not finish it, but it's nice to just pick up and play a couple. A level of Sonic. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this urge to try to beat it. I just like having it there as a. It's a nice, quick palate cleanser, like maybe start or end the night on something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then did a lot of division grinding. Got some exotic gear. Carmin, you might like this. I started grinding out the new class for the gunner, and like it's so long and like unnecessary. I have a gripe about this. Like, you can grind out like a 5-phase grinding session that takes probably hours and hours, or you can just buy it, right, for what I thought was $40. Well, it turns out you can buy it for $14.99, so I decided just to buy it.
You fucking bum. So how do you like it?
I like it a lot. I think it's the best, at least for like the build I'm running. I think it's got the most diversity. They got stuff that like gives you more armor on kill, bigger magazines. The gunner, the actual minigun, is really cool to use. So yeah, it's a fun class. It was definitely worth getting it. I mean, if you got the time and you want to go grind it, I'm sure it would be fun to grind. But like, I started doing just the first stage, and it was taking me like 2 hours to do the first 2 parts. I'm like, nah, fuck this. So I gave in. I caved into the loot boxes, guys. The evil got me.
Caved into the pay-to-win model.
It got me.
EA would be proud, man.
In my moment of weakness.
No, that's not a surprise mechanic. Don't you dare say that they have a pay-to-win.
But yeah, it got me. I was weak, and the body was ready to fight back, but the soul wasn't. So did that, and I'm pretty good. I'm on the last part for the holster. I can get that at any time. It's just my buddy Will, who I've been playing with, has been crashing out early, so the dude can't wait till it gets 12 o'clock game time. He'll just fall asleep on me. We're playing. We're waiting to get to 12 o'clock in the game for like an hour, and then next thing I know, 12 o'clock hits, and I just hear snoring on the other end of the line. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
So you haven't done it? You've waited?
Yeah, I waited.
I'll just have fuck it at that point. If 2 nights in a row you fall asleep on me before that timer hits, it's just getting rain.
The second night he didn't fall asleep. He got off before that. So that's when I started grinding out the gunner class. But
And by grinding out, you mean swiping your Visa card.
well, I started it. And let's be clear, I tried. So I put the effort in, but the effort wasn't there.
Cam's grinding that credit score.
You're right. Grinding some smoke out of the card by swiping it so fast. But that's it. That's all I did. The normal stuff. Trying to make sure I didn't hit anything else. Yeah, that's it. We'll get some division in tonight, I'm sure, Carmin.
Oh yeah, and I just remembered I played my Switch.
Oh, what'd you play?
I played Cuphead, and I beat the 3 additional bosses.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah, so it was fun. The hardest one was the one from Aisle 3. I can't remember her name.
Was it the mermaid?
No. It's the it's the theater girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say the play girl or
yeah, you have to like kill her husband.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah,
her name.
And then I started playing on expert mode, and man, those fucking bosses are hard.
I bet
they're so fucking hard. The phases are faster. I beat maybe 4 stages on expert, and then I just said fuck it and didn't look back.
Nice. Cuphead's such a good game. It's one that you can just cut on and jam on for a little bit.
Jeremy, have you finished it?
I have not. I've been busy playing other stuff. Unfortunately, just kind of lost. I didn't lose my interest. I just couldn't get back to it. But I do.
Gotcha. And Cam, you haven't finished it either, have you?
No, I haven't finished it. I mean, I'm close.
The race is on, boys.
I'm like halfway. Well, I'm not halfway. Probably like 2 bosses in on the 3rd island. On my
you're not halfway.
I'm about the same. I think I'm only 2. 2 bosses or so, or maybe even only 1. I know I beat that captain, whatever his name was.
I think I had that one too. It's been so long since I played, I can't really remember.
Gotcha.
But when I get my Tesla, I'll be playing that one. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get a Tesla or play Cuphead in it. Tesla's trying to get into the video game business.
That's the most expensive game console ever.
You're right. You buy a Tesla, you get to play fucking Cuphead. What a deal. What a deal, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Did y'all play anything else? Do we miss anything? Oh, I've been playing Harry Potter.
That's it.
I've been playing, what's it called? Wizard Unite.
Discount Pokemon Go?
Yeah, let me see. What level am I now? I think I'm like level 7. It's okay. Like, if I didn't work in the city and like just have stuff there, or like, it doesn't have the.
It's a good time waster.
Yeah, it doesn't have the draw that Pokemon had. Like, it's good just to like see it, and it's cool because like when you get, you'll encounter enemies and then you'll just like cast. You got to trace the spell, so that's pretty fun. But it's got a little bit of appeal, but beyond wasting time, I don't think that it grabs me that much. But it's done well. It looks good. The spells are cool. The world, the stuff, the icons look really neat. So, I get it.
It just needs a little more.
It does. I agree. It's just missing a little something. It's missing that little extra sauce.
Missing that old black magic?
Yeah. Yeah, we need like a Dementor just fucking shit up in there or something. Somebody just comes in and fucks your whole world up. Takes all your spell points away if you can't beat them. But yeah, that's it. Look, I'm sorry. Stop. I digress. You want to talk about some news, guys?
Let's get it.
All right. Well, it's time for some news. And there's not a whole lot this week.
Slow
It's
time,
been
man.
slow for what, like 3 weeks now, right?
Ever since E3.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Like everything's recovering. They dropped all these bombs at E3, so we got a little bit to go over though, and it's that time of the month. And no, I'm not talking about that time of the month.
I was going right there too.
We got free games coming on both consoles, both the big ones, Xbox and Sony. Excuse me, PlayStation. And this month, Xbox takes it pretty handedly.
Wow, decisively.
So with games with gold this for what are we in July? We got Inside, Big Crown Showdown, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and Meet the Robinsons. So pretty cool lineup there. Castlevania probably being one of the most well-known out of the whole lineup.
Inside's good, too.
Yeah, let me look at Inside, because I think I might have played that.
It's from the same people that did Limbo.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I have played Inside. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I never played it. I always kind of wanted to because I really liked Limbo. But I kind of watched a playthrough of it, so I really had no desire to actually buy it at that point because I'd seen everything there was. But I would definitely get it for free if it was a free game.
Yes, and Limbo is really good too. I like that art style a little bit as well. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, at least two good titles. I don't know really about the other ones. Big Crown Showdown. Let's go to the old Google machine and get an idea of what they kind of look like. Big Crown Showdown. Did you see how I made that rhyme? I should be the next rapper.
Be one chain.
One chain. This looks like a cartoon. I don't know. There's like little knights fighting each other. They're on like a bridge. It could be a real-time strategy. It looks like a mobile game almost. That's what it reminds me of. A mobile game. So, whatever. I don't know anything about it. But you got at least two good games rocking to the Microsoft. And that's really more than we can say about Sony, unfortunately. Now, I've heard that, there's a lot of people who like Pro Evolution Soccer. So, that's a big one. So, you're getting Pro Evolution Soccer 2019 and Horizon Chase Turbo. But I've never actually heard of Horizon Chase Turbo. So
it's a race. It's like a racing game where you're it used to be an arcade game where you would have to chase down the other cars. I'm pretty sure I played it in the arcade, and I'm pretty sure I used to play it on my Super Nintendo.
It definitely looks familiar that I'm looking at the...
You have to either overtake them or hit their car so many times. That's what it used to be like. So I assume it's something very similar to that. But the games they're underwhelming for PS Plus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially now that we're only getting two. They need to start stepping it up.
Well, are you gonna get that soccer game at all, Carm? Because I know you like the soccer games.
I may try it just because it's free.
Yeah.
But it's I have FIFA 19. So.
Yeah.
I might actually try Horizon Turbo. It looks like it could be fun. It's like a cartoon racer.
It's got to be just a 2 gig download. So you download it, take you 10 minutes, and boom, you play it. And if you don't like it, you delete it.
That's the glory of these free games. Because if you miss out, you never get it again until next year or the next rotation.
Yeah, no, I don't think they repeat a lot of games. So.
They really don't. No, I can't think of a lot of repeats I've seen.
Have they repeated any games?
This could be really good for PES though.
Yeah.
But other than it's just another way for them to try to steal from EA, which I don't think anybody would be mad about, besides EA.
That's the one who's going to be mad is EA. So those are free games for this coming month. Go grab them. You'll be sad you missed out if you don't get them. Everybody loves free shit, right? Let's keep rocking and rolling and talk about the E3 2019 Game Awards. So every year they go over some. There's not a whole lot of categories, just some of the main ones, so they don't get too crazy. But we got some cool winners here. Best of Show out of Borderlands, Doom Eternal, Star Wars, The Outer World, Watch Dogs, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII took Best in Show.
I'm still confused why Cyberpunk isn't listed. Even
right.
They didn't show much, but it was probably one of the biggest games there.
Well, I would say it's because they didn't show hardly any gameplay. I think that's why Final Fantasy took it, because they actually did show a ton of gameplay.
Oh yeah, no, if it's solely based on the gameplay that's shown, Final Fantasy takes the cake easily.
Because we've known about Cyberpunk for a while, but I think if Cyberpunk had shown gameplay, it would have probably taken it, or at least more gameplay.
Right. I'm okay with that. I actually think that Final Fantasy VII looked great. One of the best shows, one of the best games at E3. So cool there. Best original game. out of 12 minutes, Bleeding Edge controlled John Wick Hex in the Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds take it. And I was happy to see that 12 minutes game on there. I was really excited for that game. It really piqued my interest.
I'm with you.
Best console game out of Luigi's Mansion 3, Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Star Wars, and Watch Dogs. Again, Final Fantasy VII taking the crown.
Clean it up.
That's 2 for the old Final Fantasy franchise. Best PC game out of Borderlands, Doom Eternal, Control, The Outer Worlds, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. We got Doom Eternal, who takes Best PC game.
Dude, fuck yeah. I'm so excited for Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It looks amazing.
It looks fantastic. Yeah. As far as gameplay, like it looks like one of the best action games I've ever seen. Like that is just so fast paced. It's just badass.
That's why I love the original so much, or Doom 2016. It was just so in your face and fast. Didn't give a fuck.
Like, it's not. It's almost like it's tongue in cheek about it. Like it knows it's an over the top game. Like just fucking go.
It's super over the top. Like at the very beginning when you wake up and they're trying to give you the story, and not Master Chief, Doom guy is just like, dude, fuck this. He just pushed the computer out of the way. He just cocks his shotgun. He's like, I just want to kill shit. I don't give a fuck why.
Oh, here's Carmen's favorite category: best VR or AR game. Asgard's Wrath, Lone Echo 2, Phantom Covert Ops, Minecraft Earth, or Sniper Elite VR. And Phantom Covert Ops takes the cake.
Good old VR.
Yeah.
The best hardware peripheral out of Smack Z, the Sega Genesis Mini, and the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 was, of course, the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2.
The controller was sick.
It was
so badass.
It's just way.
And their controllers feel so good.
It's just $180 though, dude. That's just.
Oof.
It's too much for a controller. It's awesome though. Don't get me wrong, but I can't spend that much on a controller.
Yeah, for the features and the feel, I think it's worth the money. And it's worth taking the cake. But I also think that it kind of snubs the Sega. Like the mini console gets beat out by
a controller.
Just a controller.
Yeah.
And it has so much to offer. And
but you gotta think, like, they made this controller look like the god of controllers. Like, nobody cared about the Mini at that point. They're like, oh, look at this shiny new thing. They have tension controls on the fucking sticks? What?
That's the thing is, like, I think it looks awesome as shit too, but it's hard to explain. While I would like to have a controller like this, it would also be kind of useless because I don't see myself using a lot of the extra features on it. If that makes sense.
That's understandable, yeah.
Yeah. Because like, I love the idea of these pro controllers, but I just think that because they'll feel good, they have a good heft in your hand, but I'm never going to use like those, back triggers and whatnot. They would probably get in the way. I'm just so used to like buttons being in a certain place. It's really hard to grasp when there's like new shit. At every one of my fingers there's a button, I get overwhelmed. But I would still love to have something like that.
That's just because you're old, Jeremy. You're an old man.
Yeah, it just opens up different possibilities. Yeah. It's like you could essentially do a different form of bumper jumper. If you still wanted to jump with X, you could put X on a paddle and still have your fingers on the triggers at that point.
Oh yeah, but then my other fear would be that I would accidentally like hit it in the middle of a match or something. Like I grip the controller too tight, and all of a sudden I do like a 180 spin. I'm like, why am I doing this?
I hit shit on my scuff all the time.
Yeah, and Carmen, you're really the only one that really has a lot of experience with those type of controllers because you have the scuff. Is that still your main controller, your scuff controller?
Yeah, the scuff.
Yeah, he loves the scuff.
It's the best feeling controller.
Oh yeah,
to me, I like the original. Like, I love the smaller Xbox 360 controllers, and that's what this one feels like.
Yeah, okay. It felt very nice when you brought it over.
Yeah, I like the way they feel for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at this. This was a pretty badass peripheral, so good for them. Sorry, Sega, but I'm sure Sega's going to sell well. They'll get them back in the sales, no doubt.
I really hope that Genesis Mini does good.
Me too, and I think it will. I think it's going to be a good launch for them.
I can say this: if they do like a Dreamcast Mini, they'll sell buku bucks.
You're right about that.
Yeah,
probably Sega's best console.
Arguably, I like the Genesis the best, but
I prefer the Genesis. But
there's a bunch of Dreamcast fanboys out there.
Yes, there are. All right, best action game. Borderlands 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Gears 5, Wolfenstein, and Doom Eternal. And Doom Eternal takes it again, so there's 2 for Doom Eternal.
You can't stop Doom.
Best action and adventure game. Luigi's Mansion 3, Control, Watch Dogs, Star Wars, and The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Watch Dogs takes it.
And what was the category?
Best action and adventure game.
Meh.
Yeah. I'm more interested in Zelda, but it is a remake, and Watch Dogs is a new installment, so I kind of see where they're coming from.
Get it. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, I think Star Wars probably deserved it a little more than Watch Dogs, but I think some of the things Watch Dogs are going to do with their game, or they say they're going to do. I'm not saying they haven't delivered on things that they've promised before, but there's that.
Best RPG, Jeremy.
Doom Eternal.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Pokemon Sword and Shield in the Outer Worlds, and Mahjong takes it for the win.
The best role-playing game out there.
No, of course it's Final Fantasy VII coming in for the 3rd crown at E3.
Went in hot.
It had stout competition in that category.
No.
It did. Yeah, total stout competition. 1 DLC.
I'd say Pokemon was the only real competition there.
Yeah, Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, the Pokemon game is going to be big because it's on a new platform.
It's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Pokemon.
Pokemon is all you need. It carries that name. That's all you need. Best racing game. F1
Doom Eternal.
There you go. F1 2019. Forza Horizon 4. Lego Speed Champions. Grid and Crash Team Racing. And yes, Crash Team Racing takes it for the win.
Woo!
Best sports game. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Madden NFL 20 Roller Champions. And eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020. And Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 takes it for the win. Best strategy game. We got John Wick Hex as the winner. Beating out Fire Emblem, Desperados, and Phoenix Point. The best family and social game. Fall Guys, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, Minecraft Dungeons, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Luigi's Mansion 3, which takes the win over Pokemon again. Pokemon getting snubbed.
I'm glad Luigi's taking that one. I think it's because they haven't had a Luigi's Mansion game since the GameCube. We've had a bajillion Pokemon games.
And this Luigi's Mansion game looks really fun, actually.
It's a day one for me.
It looks really cool. Best online multiplayer game. Bleeding Edge, Gears 5, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Wolfenstein, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which of course Call of Duty takes it. Best indie game, 12 Minutes wins. I'm really happy to see that one. I think the 2 main ones on here that I was really excited about were 12 Minutes and John Wick Hex. The best ongoing game was Destiny 2. It beat out the likes of Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Monster Hunter World, and Tom Clancy's The Division 2. And then, special commendations for graphics, Cyberpunk taking that category. And that's it.
I can see that. Like, I think Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy have the best looking graphics I've seen so far this gen.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt.
Yeah, Keanu was looking too real.
Yeah. But I would give it to Cyberpunk though, just because it's an open world and it looks that good. Where Final Fantasy VII, it's going to be a more closed environment, so it understandably looks that good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So that's it for the E3 awards. Let us know what you think. Was there a game that you saw that you really liked? Like mine was My Friend Pedro, which I am going to buy.
Mine was the smash hit VR game Keanu Reeves Simulator.
Oh, just live Keanu Reeves' life in VR.
Yeah, you just walk around and everyone you pass just goes, you're awesome. No, you're awesome. You're beautiful. No, you're beautiful.
Breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking.
Did you hear that they're making the Platinum Trophy? The name of it's going to be You're Breathtaking?
For Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Oh, get the fuck out. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I love that's so good. And I do the trophy picture better be Keanu like pointing just like, yeah.
Oh, it's got to be. And they should like have him come back in the studio and like just record that line. And like,
oh, dude,
when you get the platinum, you can go back to him and talk to him, and he just says it to you.
Dude, I want a scene in the game where he like chokes a dude out, and when he dies, he's like, breathtaking.
Jeremy, your dark humor is amazing. Let's round it out with PS5 info. We don't have any hard facts, but we did get a press conference where they discussed the PS5 a little more. They're saying that they're going to focus on the hardcore gamers this generation. So, I don't think the casual gamers will get left in the dust, but I think the main focus is going to be that hardcore crowd.
Oh, definitely.
We're going to be what'd you say, Jeremy? 4 times stronger than the Pro?
Yeah, they state it's going to be 4 times stronger than the Pro, which I'm assuming that means like processing power and like Carmin was talking about last time, like no load times, insane frame rates, probably more resolution and better graphics. Like I'm really excited for this now.
Yes, I am excited for it too. We were discussing price point because we obviously don't know, but these next gen consoles are going to have solid state drives. They've got custom chips in them for some of the biggest producers in the technology industry. You're basically a high end PC at this point in a console. So, we're thinking around $549, something like that, $699 at the top. At the very top of the financial, how they'll drop it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I still wouldn't compare to a high-end PC, though.
You don't think it's going to have that specs?
They said that's what they're going for. It's high-end PC.
Well, then we're looking at it won't be near a high-end PC, in my opinion.
I mean,
it won't. It will be probably comparable to a PC that you can buy for $999.
Okay.
And that's not saying much.
Isn't that what we got?
Yeah. And I wouldn't consider ours high end.
Really? Okay. I was impressed with what you guys showed me.
The one we built is
really?
mid-tier, yeah.
I guess I've never seen a high power then.
Yeah, like you're talking, like, if you watch what Ninja plays on in comparison to what we have, we're in 2 different worlds.
Fucking Ninja. My boy Dr. Disrespect's coming back too, by the way, side note.
Oh, yeah. He's not going to... He fired his producer.
He's an absolute fucking unit, let me tell you. He's hilarious.
So, they're going to gear towards the hardcore, and then it's hard to tell what that means, other than, like we were saying, high frame rates, better load times. A lot of the things are going to fall back onto developers using these things. They have patents out for lowering and reducing load times. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Yep, I've seen some of those.
So it is outside of the hardware. It's some form of technology they're going to implement.
That's what this gen seems to be pushing is no load times. Almost seamless, like you're in. Let's go.
Which I'm down with.
Yeah, because let me tell you, playing the Division, it's some of the most atrocious wait times I've seen.
Oh, that was something else I meant to talk when I was talking about Samurai Showdown. The wait times between each round are shit.
Are they?
I want to say it's probably like 15 to 20 seconds.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The first time it did it, I thought the game crashed or something because like the little load icon is like a rabbit like running and it just like stopped and it sat there and I was just like, well, fuck. And then it just went again and then loaded the match. I was like, okay.
He didn't want to run anymore, Jer-Bear.
Yeah, I had to reload the run animation.
I know. I've seen that before with load icons on games. Like I've had it with Cuphead before where the little hourglass is jumping, it'll stop mid-jump and then get going again. Like, I would love to get rid of load times in these games, which would be just awesome. Just get right into it and start playing.
That has been requested from many gamers. I think that's why they're looking into it and trying to make it happen.
Yeah, it just has to be handled properly that games don't end up like super broken.
Oh, yeah.
Because from what I read from like the patent is that like they want to make it possible that like when you get in an area, it like recognizes that you're there, and then it starts loading the next area while you play, which is fine.
Preloading.
As long as there's no impact to your gameplay and your experience. But speedrunners especially are gonna learn that they can hit a spot, and then they can jump to the next spot somehow, some way. Once they get it to load into memory.
I just wonder what happens if you like get to an area, like you just cross that threshold, and then you decide, oh, I gotta go back, and then it hasn't even thought about preloading that area yet. Is that going to crash it?
It won't crash it, but then you'll have a load time.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, it'll require optimization.
yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna 100% get rid of load times, but you can definitely minimize them.
For sure.
You know, if they can just bring them down to where I can hit X and play a game within 2 seconds or 3 seconds, whatever it is, I don't care.
Well, that was called the NES and the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
Right, yeah. Where do those
Cartridge
go?
gamings. Yeah.
Where everything's on one cartridge, everything's there.
Yeah, you bought the game complete, you put it in, and you just start playing.
Long gone are those days, Jerry Bear.
I find it so funny we've come full circle. Man, all I want is I just hope we get to an era where I can just put the game in and just start playing. Like, yep, that was Gen 1.
Yeah, all the load times were like leading in, your opening cinematics, and then the start screen.
Oh, dude, the fucking first load time is we gotta load up all the 15 developers who have to get credit before the title screen even shows up.
Yep. Oh,
I mean,
man.
The only one of those I can tolerate are like these Crash remakes because they actually make them interesting with the announcer. You know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
You know, Beanox presents a Treyarch game, and like that kind of shit I actually kind of enjoy. But when it's just, I just gotta sit through. Oh yeah, use Unreal Engine. Oh yeah, there's the whatever logo. Oh yeah, it's Havoc and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't care. Just get to the damn title screen.
Yeah, let's get in there. I want to see this title screen.
Anything that will reduce like GTA's loading time, like initial load, will be because they basically load the whole game.
Yeah.
Like right off the jump, and then all the cinematics for your missions load the mission while it's going through all of that. So if anything can reduce that initial load time, like GTA is gonna flourish. Rockstar will do so much with this new tech. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I remember when I played Vice City on the PS2 for the first time. It took like 2 minutes to load the damn game, like the city and shit. But then I remember getting into it, and I didn't have any load screens, so I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, you had like seamless. You can go in buildings
Yeah.
and all of that with very minimal blackout, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, we're talking about Sony because that's what they said. They're the ones who had mentioned it. But you got to know that Microsoft's going to be right on par with them. There's not going to be a big difference between the two.
Yeah, I'm sure on some technical level, one is going to be superior to the other. PS5 or the Xbox, whatever, one's going to be superior. But the average person like us isn't going to be able to tell. Because like I know supposedly the PS4 is superior to the Xbox One in terms of like stats, but you show me the same game on either one, I can't tell.
Right. Yeah, PS4 was initially stronger, and then obviously the Xbox One X became the most powerful console.
Yeah, no, that's the most powerful so far. But I'm telling you, if you got an OG PS4 and OG Xbox One, I couldn't tell.
I agree, and to the layman, it really doesn't matter if you're just picking up to play the games. We're not like Digital Foundry that's over here digging into the specs and rating everything. So
yeah, that's why whenever like Sony or Microsoft or whoever come out with all these specs for the system, I always just have to text Carmin and go, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Talk to me, tech boy.
And he's like, "It's good, trust me." I'm like, "All right, we're good."
Do all these AMD numbers mean good things?
Like, I didn't know what a fucking solid state drive was. He's like, "Oh yeah, it means it's gonna be like no load." And I'm like, "Oh, fucking sweet. There we go. Just say that."
Let me read this without having to go to a fucking dictionary.
And can you dumb it down there a bit?
But I'm anxious to see exactly, like, when they release the actual list, what we're going to be looking at. And again, I keep hearing people talk about this ray tracing like it's the best thing in the world. I have no idea what it does.
I have no idea what it is either.
The last time we talked about it, I researched it and kind of had an idea of what it does. Now,
not even close.
Totally forgot all that shit.
Oh.
It's just, all I know is it's something that they use, like the way they capture lighting and character tracing. They use it in movies, and I guess they're bringing it to gaming, which is a pretty cool deal. So,
well, games and movies are like coming closer and closer together in terms of production quality.
Absolutely. So. But that's it for the news. I mean, do you think of anything else, or are we missing anything there?
Nah, man.
Nah, that's it. I mean, we're still like too close to E3 to get any new news that's going to be groundbreaking. So, we covered it pretty well.
I agree. And you know what that means. Since we're done with the news, it's time for a
SuperFight!
Are you ready?
All right, boys.
It off. Let's go.
All right, so I'm pretty sure it's me v. Jeremy.
It is.
Yes, it is.
All right. Got the character cards out. All right, 1 through 5, Jeremy.
Number 4.
You are Pet Rock.
Damn. Okay. Oh.
What a Jeremy roll.
I'm going to take 5, and I am the Men in Black.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I pick a pet rock?
Sure.
Because I might have a way around this. I'm gonna be an Onyx from Pokemon. Does that count? Does that count, Cam?
I'm good with it.
Okay.
I mean, it is a pet.
It is a
and
pet.
it
That's
is
what I
a
was
rock,
thinking. It is a
yeah.
rock. Okay.
I'm good with
All
it.
right. Okay.
And you picked Onyx, the Pokemon. All right.
That's my limited Pokemon knowledge is Gen 1, so I'm sure there's better
All
rock
right.
Pokemon.
Oh, there is. But we'll let you slide.
All right.
I still think it's going to be pretty
Rock
even.
slide. All right, Jeremy, your first power.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be good for you.
Okay.
Draw and play 2 random attributes from the deck. So you're going to end up really powerful. All right. So, and then your second power, before we do the other draw, is you can control a tween army, which makes sense. It's Pokemon in reverse.
Okay.
So you're Pokemon controlling tweens.
Nice.
So you caught Ash. All right. Wow. Fuck me.
Oh.
So then we draw your other card, and it says the top half is, so you're an Onyx whose top half is, here, I'll draw you a random character card. Your top half is a spider,
Okay.
and you get 1 more power card.
Jesus.
You're fucking really powerful, and I don't like it. And you're armed with a flamethrower.
Jesus.
So I'm a Onyx who's part spider with a tween army and a flamethrower.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
All right. And I am the Men in Black, who can turn into steel.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
That's good. That's good.
And I explode if I stop moving.
What if you stop moving?
It says explodes if they stop moving.
Ooh. So you gotta keep on moving.
Fuck. It's going to be very interesting.
Okay.
All right, our location.
This is going to come down to how y'all play these cards, which is awesome.
The location is on a river heading toward Niagara Falls.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And our scenario is the area is covered in gasoline.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
This is fucking rough.
I'm
Yeah.
going to point this out because I'm looking at this. So, steel Pokemon are super effective against rock type Pokemon.
Yes.
However, Jeremy's armed with a flamethrower in a level covered with gasoline, and steel is also weak to fire. So this will be interesting to see how it plays out.
This is gonna be
I'm
interesting.
excited to see what we come up with here. So, to recap, we have an Onyx whose top half is a spider, armed with a tween army and a flamethrower, going up against the Men in Black who can turn into steel, but if they stop moving, they explode. We're rolling down a river to Niagara Falls, and there's gasoline everywhere. Who's going first?
Carm?
Jeremy.
Me? Okay.
All right. So here we go,
All right.
Jeremy. Starting
Okay.
in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Well, right off the bat, I'm going to use my tween army and tell them just to bum rush the Men in Black and hold them down. While they're doing that, I'll just light the area up on fire, killing all of them. I'm made of stone, so I'll be all right. The heat will get so hot it'll melt steel. Failing that, I'll just call forth a rock slide and bury the Men in Black. And since they can't move under a rock slide, they explode, and I win. So I got all kinds of
That
ways
it?
to kill you. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Jeremy coming in
Yeah.
30 seconds. Man. All right, Carmen, you heard what Jeremy had. Where's the rebuttal? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, to combat your tween army and the Pokemon itself, I'm going to pop my sunglasses on, hit you with the neuralizer. The tween army is going to forget what they were doing and who they were, and then hopefully it works on the Pokemon, and you just fall right into the water. You're weak to water. You're a rock-type Pokemon. So we're thinking that this is Surf times 1,000. It's going to deplete all your HP. If that doesn't work, I'll just turn into steel, walk right up to you, punch you in your rock gut. It's a critical hit. I'm going to watch your HP bar just dwindle away. And if I punch you into the water, that's critical hit times 2, let's be honest. I have unlimited PP as a human being. and I'll just keep moving.
Keep on moving.
You hit the rocks. You hit the rock slide. I'll just turn into steel, bust all the rocks up, and bang, bang. Let's get it.
Time. All right. We got some good fights from both characters. I think it all comes down to the 30-second rebuttal starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I'm not going to give him a chance to knock me into the river because my top half's a spider. I'll just shoot me a web, sling on over to the shore side, and on my way over, I'll just light that raft on fire. You'll fall in the water, sink to the bottom, and die. Cover you in rocks, you explode immediately. And I'll send my tween bust Justin Bieber army in there. They're going to just start singing and annoying the shit out of you. You're going to be too busy punching them. You hate tweens so much. You ain't going to have time to put your sunglasses on. So, time.
All right. 27 seconds worth of ass whipping from Jeremy. Let's see what Carmin can come back with in the final round of Select Start. Select Start. I got it too.
Select Start, eh?
Welcome back
to Select Start.
The final round of SuperFight starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going into the fight with the sunglasses on, Jared Bear. We're on the river. You don't go to the river without your sunglasses. I'm just going to enjoy this. I'm going to see this spider. I fight aliens. I'll bust out that little pea shooter that they gave Will Smith. I'll just bust a cap right in the spider's ass. Your top half will be useless at that point. Boom. Dunsky doodle. Punch you in the water. Hit you with a steel punch right in the gut. I'm busting rocks all day,
That's
man.
it.
Dude, I go to the fucking river all the time, and I don't bring sunglasses. I also don't bring sunscreen. I don't bring fucking sunscreen, and I just burn fucking bright red.
So, I think I've got a winner, and there's only one reason why. And I think that Jeremy takes the win.
Okay.
From the combination of the rock slide and the tween army. And it just comes down to them being able to immobilize you. So, like, even if you used your neuralizer, I'm picturing, like, a big-ass army of teens, right? So you're going to neuralize, like, maybe, like, the first 100 of them or 10 of them, the ones that can see it. But the ones in the way back aren't going to see it. And I don't think you can load up that neuralizer a bunch of times. Maybe you can. I don't know. But I still think that combined with the rock slide would immobilize you. And your biggest weakness is if you stop moving, you explode. And I think that's what came away with the win on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta agree like that. I think if Carm didn't have that weakness, he probably would have taken this because
I agree.
The second you said we were fighting on the water, I was like, I don't know much about Pokemon, but I do remember that water beats rock.
You are weak to water and steel, so you were at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
If Carmen
Yeah.
didn't explode, he
Yeah.
would have won 9 times out of 10.
Exactly, because like I said, my best bet at that point would have been like lighting that raft on fire and swinging away, but even then it would take a while for heat to get that hot to melt steel.
Yeah, and you
So
know the weapons that he used were, some strong fucking weapons. So.
I was kind of happy there for a minute because I was like, he hasn't brought up like any of the fucking weapons from the movie. The cricket, yeah, and then he brought that and I was like, shit, he remembered it.
But
that thing was.
I think the combination of everything, Onyx takes the win this week. That puts Jeremy on a 2-win streak, doesn't it?
No, I lost. I was the judge last time.
Oh, you beat me last week.
It's him
Carmen.
just regaining his title.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm on a 1-win
All right,
streak.
Jeremy, pick your unpowered fighter. 1, 2, 3.
Number 3.
You are the devil.
Ooh, nice.
Cam,
Number 1.
you're your mom.
But Jeremy's already the devil.
Oh,
Bazinga!
good night, folks.
We're out of here.
I'm Mr. Rogers.
Oh shit.
So it's Mr. Rogers versus your mom and the devil.
Yes.
I want to hear Cam fight as his mom versus the devil. Mr. Rogers is too nice of a human being to beat the devil, and his head would probably explode talking to Beth.
You know that's best offense is her defense, meaning that my mom's gonna pop about 100 milligrams of Adderall and go straight down to hell. She's not even gonna give you a chance to come get her. She's coming straight to you, and she's gonna talk to you.
I was gonna say I'll offer a contract for whatever she wants for her soul, and I win.
No. You're not gonna be able to see. The thing is that she talks so much, you're not gonna be able to talk at all. So you're not gonna be able to talk about a contract. You're not gonna have to pull anything out. she's coming straight there, and she's going to talk to you so much that you're going to get so fed up with it that you're going to send her back to Earth and shoot yourself in the head.
Oh, shit.
He thinks this is a joke.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
I haven't had that many interactions with your mom. I think I talked to her once on the phone and saw her once in real life.
She talks and talks and talks.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
But that's how she fights the devil. She takes the fight right to you via her words.
I'll just take her soul and make her one of my minions in Cuphead.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the devil wins this one.
AKA your mom.
Right.
Either way, Satan wins. Hail, Satan.
Hail.
Hail.
That was fucking awesome.
That was great.
Oh.
Carmin, get us out of here, bro.
Alright, guys. We're going to be recording Select Start in August. That's the next time our schedules all line up. We're planning on bringing you some of the newest titles that are on all of the consoles. You may see some Sekiro. You may see some Super Mario Maker 2. You're definitely going to see some Crash Team Racing. So make sure that you are following us on all platforms, getting that notification when we're posting new videos. And on that note, play on and stay
Hella.
Average.
Peace.